Welcome back to another episode of Motor Drive. Today we're looking at something a little different, discussing the top 7 most dangerous cars in the world. Despite being the perfect combination of luxury, style, performance and high speed, sometimes few cars are not always safe enough to be driven. From exploding engines, fatally flawed engineering to hazardous design defects, many cars could possibly turn into rolling coffins for you. So buckle up to find out some of the extremely dangerous cars in the world. Number 7. Kia Rio. Designed in Frankfurt, Germany with an award-winning exterior and a lush interior for a premium drive experience, this 4-door cheap minicar is not reliable when it comes to safety. The Kia Rio front seating design is unsafe for your head and legs due to its vulnerability for lethal damage that can cause injury or deadly results when rear-ended. A study released by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety in 2015 revealed that the 4-door version of the Rio was one of the dangerous cars that had the highest rates of death per 1 million registered vehicles. Although this is a cheaper car, you would need to think twice before buying it, and remember to save your life, not your money. Number 6. DeLorean DMC12. Simply referred to as the DeLorean, the DMC12 is the company's only model ever produced. With a distant sports car design and a fiberglass body structure, this car came with batwing doors, which was one of the amazing features of that time. However, this feature also made it incredibly unsafe. Its notable wing door lacks the basic safety features to release the door after a car crash or rollover, which means it would put the driver in a dangerous position. These doors would be jammed, which would make it quite impossible to open from the inside in an emergency. Passengers were trapped until rescue crews arrived for help. Number 5. Hugo GV. The only possible benefit this car provided back in the 80s was its low price tag. Its cheap material and poor design limits its protection standards, especially in a frontal crash. It was so poorly designed that its parts fell off due to its vibrations. On top of that, the air pollution standards were not met when this car was put on the road. In some ways lucky, it only lasted up to a total distance of about 80,000 kilometers. Number 4. Chevrolet Corvette. These cars are notorious for speed-related deaths and have caused more vehicle fatalities than any other automobile in history. Being one of the most popular and powerful sports cars throughout history, this car fulfills the desire, craving and dream for speed to fill the joys of motorists. However, along with the car's power and aerodynamic design, the combination of aggressive drive and narrow tyres led to numerous car crash accidents until now. Usually it isn't the car that causes problems as often as it is the driver operating it and not staying focused while driving. Number 3. Ford Pinto. Perhaps one of the most dangerous cars designed in the 70s till now, the Ford Pinto comes with a design flaw that could cause a life-changing, shocking and horrifying experience. Popular in the 70s, its small size and fuel efficiency made this vehicle a worthy choice for car enthusiasts. With significant design flaws, the vehicle's fuel tank was located near the rear bumper. A slight accident or rear impact would cause the car to burst into flames or even explode. Additionally, its transmission was prone to moving into the gear on its own without the driver knowing. Number 2. Audi 5000. Most people think that the Audis are paragons of safety and refinement. However, in the 1980s, it caused a lot of reputation problems for the German car manufacturer due to a notably faulty engine. A flawed engine is not only very scary to deal with, but an important feature of any vehicle, and it takes the most amount of work and time to fix. The Audi 5000's engine had a flaw that caused it to have unintended acceleration at any given moment, and brake pedals being unusually close to each other, leading the vehicle to lurch forward when drivers put their foot on the brake pedal. Sadly, this related in a lot of fatal accidents. Number 1. Pontiac Fiero. As a 2-seater, this car served the needs of many car enthusiasts by being small, more efficient, and with higher safety ratings from car crash tests. Although noticeably an attention grabber, this mid-engine sports car had a poor reputation when it comes to safety. Its negative aspects are limited but significant. The Pontiac Fiero would randomly burst into flames, and it happened close to 300 times. This was due to a couple of different reasons. The most common reason was for oil leakage, but that didn't take away from the faulty wiring due to the poor design choice and its defective coolant feature. That brings us to the end of today's video on the top 7 most dangerous cars in the world.